Welcome to the Airgun Show. This week we've got a Norica gas ram airgun from Pellpax on test, but before that we're heading out hunting with Andy Watkins.
Well, we've just arrived on the permission. I'm using a new gun today. I'm using a Walther Rotex RM8. I haven't really shot it, I've zeroed it in the garden, but I just want to make sure that it's spot on. So I'm going to zero it at 25 yards and then take it out to 45 yards and make sure the trajectory is still the same as all of my other guns, because I don't want to be shooting at something and not being 100% sure of my aim point. I'm going to get the gun out of the car, set out the shooting mat, laze the target and just zero it in. And once that's done, we'll have a wander around and see if we come across anything to shoot. Mainly we're going to be shooting pigeons, squirrels, jackdaws, rabbits today. These are the main items of quarry that have been a problem. Pigeons, like I've said before, defecating in food, especially the cows behind us. Same with jackdaws. The squirrels stripping the barks of the trees, and some of them are actually getting inside the buildings now. Rabbits digging holes in the paddocks. So they're the main reasons why we're shooting them. They're the main reasons why the farm manager wants them gone. But first, we're going to get the gun out of the bag. The target's now set at 35 yards. Just going to pop the magazine in. The scope I'm using is my familiar Hawk R8. I've used this scope a ton of times and I'm really comfortable using it. That's held on with some sports match mounts. As usual, they're my favourite mounts to use. They're rock solid. They just hold the scope true every time I come to use it. That's a 5-shot group, 5p piece, easily covers it. Might move it 2 clicks up just to be bang on. I'll have a couple more shots, but then I'm going to move it out to 45 yards, check it on the laser and just make sure that a mil.5 is still the aim point for that range. Like I say, I don't want to be taking shots at animals that I'm not 100% sure of the trajectory, so do that now and just make 100% sure that that's right. Well, 45 yards is going to be the max range that we'll be shooting at today. Simple reason being is I don't know this rifle as well as some of my others. But I've just put a target out at 45 yards, put quite a tight, nice little group in I think. It looks quite good from down here. So we'll just head over there now, see what it's like, and if it's good enough to go, we'll head out into the field and do some pest control. So here we have the 45-yard target. You can see 2 pellets went in the same hole. Those were the second 2 I fired, and the first one went just to the left. Now that could have been a bad pellet, could have been a bit of breeze, or just me pulling the shot. But again, easily under a 5p piece there. And if that was a pigeon's head or a rabbit's head, it would be lights out. So I'm happy with that. It's time to head off and see if we can fill the game bag. Well, I just had a first opportunity. There was a squirrel only about 6 yards away, probably less than that, and it was just frozen on the fence there, but I didn't take a shot because it didn't have a safe backstop. There's a paddock behind that squirrel and I did not want to risk the pellet either completely missing or going through the squirrel and potentially causing damage to a horse, or even just flying stray in somewhere that I wasn't 100% sure. So let that one go. A little bit disappointing, but you know, it happens. But there's still plenty of activity around, so we're just going to carry on and see what we can come across. You can see I've put my head net on now. This will just help conceal us. The birds around here are getting a little bit skittish because we've come a few times now and shot some big bags. It's not as easy as it normally is here. Everything's really on edge. We haven't even had a shot yet, so normally we'd have at least 3 birds on the ground. It's having to work a little bit harder, but that's fine. I'm up for a challenge. What I will say is the gun is feeling pretty nice. Even walking around here, having the thumb hole is really nice to carry it by, and it just adds that little bit extra grip. The 8-shot magazine working flawlessly. When I was zeroing the gun, it was absolutely brilliant. I like how the stock swells out here. Just gives you that nice grip when you're coming up to aim. Hopefully we'll have some vermin to try it out on in a bit. They're all flying around us, but nothing's landing, and when it does, it's off before we have a chance to even raise the rifle, never mind get the camera on it as well. Yep. We were just walking through the woods and I spotted a jackdaw, and I lays it was 45 yards away, so put my .1.5 aim point on, dropped that one, and the sky just went black with jackdaws. They're everywhere. Another one landed. I think I may have missed that one, but thankfully it flew around, landed again, and I got another shot off. And then a third and final jackdaw landed. Again, same tree, and I dropped that one as well. So you can see down here, you can see 2 dead jackdaws on their backs. Well, I just walked around here, and there was another jackdaw in this pine tree here, so I shot that. It dropped just down there, I can see it now, and James joined me, and as he was coming I spotted another one and dropped that just on the path. So here's jackdaw number 1, a very young one, probably only just left the nest, this one. Shot him up through there, straight into the heart and lungs, instant kill, lovely. So that's one. Number 2 is over here. Again, a young one, straight through the heart. There's one of the first ones we shot. It's an adult, this one. Probably one of the parents of these 2. James spotted it before me. Another young one. So another good job for next season. And there's one more around here somewhere in this thick undergrowth. We've been unable to find the last one, and I'm sure it's just dropped in one of these bushes somewhere, but we've had a good look for it and can't find it, so that'll probably be one for the buzzard. this shot's quite important. I don't want to fluff this up. I'm going to use this fence as a bit of cover, and then just slowly make my way out into the open so we get a clear shot. Then I'll laze it and hopefully make a humane dispatch. It's still twitching, but that is just nerves, and there's nothing that can be done about that. So the rabbit's stone dead now. I'm going to maybe hop over this fence and retrieve it. Here we have the rabbit that we shot. See shot placement there. A little bit low, a little bit forward. Ideally, I'd want it back, just behind the eye. I mean, it did the job, rolled the rabbit over. From the angle, mate, I think the pellet did go through the brain. But I mean, not a pin perfect shot, but that's one less to be digging holes in this horse paddock. One of the benefits for me is it's good eating. So thanks for watching. We're going to head home now.
Andy Watkins putting the Walther RM8 to good use there. And now it's the Airgun Show news.
This is the Airgun Show news. If you're an FAC airgunner, you still face a postcode lottery. That's the finding of BASC's most recent review of firearms licensing in England and Wales. The overall average time it takes to get an FAC granted is 69 days, better than the previous average of 88 days. However, some forces are actually getting slower, with Lincolnshire and South Wales the worst offenders. Bill Harriman said there is an alarming lack of consistency in the service provided. The eagerly awaited regulated versions of the Brocock Bantam and Compato PCPs are now rolling off the production line and into the shops. The new sniper variants of both guns now boast improved shot-to-shot consistency and a higher shot count, thanks to their humour regulators. Both guns feature a 10-shot magazine, adjustable 2-stage trigger and multi-stage power adjusters, plus a new bigger side bolt for easier cocking. Terence Logan of Brocock said production of both guns had been delayed because the company wanted to ensure the new actions were performing perfectly. Airgunners will still be able to buy knives online even after the new Offensive Weapons Bill comes into effect. The draft bill, published last week, introduces further restrictions on the sale of knives, but sporting knives will be exempt from these, as will knives used in cookery and gamekeeping courses. However, a prohibition on .50 caliber rifles remains on the table. And finally, it's now barely a month until the Game Fair. The Field Sports World's biggest event comes to Ragley Hall on the 27th to the 29th of July, and there are some major milestones in store this year, including the fair's Diamond Jubilee and its 5 millionth visitor. To book tickets and check out the huge range of attractions, head to thegamefair.org. That was the Airgun Show news.
I'm looking at a gas ram air rifle this week. It's the Norica Hawk GRS from Pellpax, and this is the Elegance version. It's a very nice looking break barrel sporter and has a retail price of £254.99. Measuring 116 centimetres from muzzle to butt, it is quite a long gun, but it's well balanced and tipping the scales at just 3.2 kilos unscoped, it's certainly not overly heavy. The ambidextrous hardwood stock has a dipped finish, and although it looks very distinctive, it has a matte finish to it which helps to keep it low-key in the field. There's no checkering or stippling on the stock, but the coating does feel pretty grippy. The fore end is long, so there's plenty of room for your leading hand, whatever hold you use. And the rake of the pistol grip gives good trigger attack whether you shoot thumb up or thumb around. The rise of the cheek piece sets you up just about right whether using the supplied open sights or a set of tellies. And the soft rubber butt pad does a great job of soaking up any recoil from the firing cycle. The white spacer between that pad and the stock is a nice touch. This Norica appears to be a very solidly constructed air rifle, the sort of gun that should stand up to unsympathetic use. Build quality and engineering are very good for a gun at this price point, and the blued finish of the metalwork is particularly impressive. The cylinder is machined with dovetail scope rails, and there's an arrestor plate to prevent the recoil from causing any scope creep. I've actually fitted the Norica 3-9x40 AO Magnum scope, which is available from Pellpax for £99.99 and with further discount if you buy it as a kit. It's a pretty decent parallax adjustable zoom scope for the money, and the price includes a sturdy one-piece mount. A set of fibre optic open sights is supplied. It's a fairly standard post and notch setup, and I particularly like the fact that the front element is protected by a tunnel. The rear element features adjustment for windage and elevation. You need to use a screwdriver to make those adjustments, but at least you know it's not going to budge once you've got it set. The foresight tunnel sits on what looks like a silencer, but it's actually a cocking aid, and it's a very good one. It provides plenty of grip, which combined with the leverage of the 48cm barrel makes for a very smooth and surprisingly easy cocking stroke, especially when you consider that this airgun's producing a muzzle energy of over 11 foot-pounds. Loading is direct to the breech, then it's simply a matter of swinging the barrel back up into its retainer catch. The lock-up is a simple sprung ball mechanism, but it feels very solid and there was no evidence of any barrel movement during my testing. Apart from cocking the gas ram, the downward stroke of the barrel also automatically sets the safety catch, which is also manually resettable. Although I'd probably prefer the lever to be further away from the trigger, there's no denying that it's very easy to use, and thumbing it forwards when you're ready to take a shot quickly becomes instinctive. Operated by a grooved plastic blade with a slight curve, the impressive two-stage trigger unit can be adjusted without having to remove the action from the stock. For a break barrel airgun at this price point, it really is a very good mechanism. On the test gun, straight from the box, the first stage comes to a clear stop before the second stage breaks very predictably and with no creep. That's the main specifications of the Norica Hawk GRS Elegance from Pellpax. Let's set up a target and see what it can do. Well, although the open sights make this gun brilliant fun for plinking, it is accurate enough to justify putting on that set of tellies. Now we've got a slight breeze today, and at 20 metres, the 22 caliber test gun was on its way to producing a sub half-inch group. However, I managed to pull the last one away a little bit, so it did go slightly wide. Nonetheless, I still think it's got the precision and certainly the punch to tackle live quarry out to that range, and with practice and the right pellet, maybe just a little bit more too. The gas ram firing cycle feels very fast, and it's not snappy like some can be. There's also none of the reverberation and twang that you can tend to get with spring-powered airguns at this price point. The test gun did diesel quite a lot for the first few dozen shots that I put through it, but that really is nothing exceptional. A lot of guns like this need to burn off excess factory lubricants before they settle in and start performing to their optimum. To sum up, the Norica Hawk GRS Elegance is a solidly constructed brake barrel with a gas ram action that's easy to cock and pretty sweet to shoot. It's a handsome sporter that's fun on the plinking range and also has the pedigree to tackle live quarry if you're sensible with your ranges. Check it out on the Pellpax website for more information and scope combo deals.
Look out for the new and improved Airgun Shooter magazine, packed full of technique, gear and insight from some of the best shooters in the industry. Brand new look and free video content. Pick up your copy today in stores or online.
That's all for this week, but we'll be back again in a fortnight. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And if you aren't already a member of the BASC, have a look at their website and check out the benefits you could be taking advantage of through Airgun membership.